I'm Aaron Judge. Welcome to MLB The Show 26.
From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, we've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Biggest storyline coming into this one, he's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Towing the slab in today's game, Andrew Abbott. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago. Ready to go? Here's Matt Chapman. And we are underway. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the Giants have the lead now. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump, and at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Rafael Devers up to hit. That one missed.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hit hard, base hit. And a man aboard.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
The turn by McClain at second. How about that double play? Willie Adames stands in. That one found hard the other way. The shortstop takes the ball. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Christian Koss stands in now, looks at that one inside. Man on second, 2 down. He's trying for third. They limit the damage here. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And on the hill for the Giants, Logan Webb. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts. T.J. Friedel digs in now. And a foul ball. Webb notched a complete game the last time on the hill. This one in the air, center field. Fitzgerald on his way over, and there's one down. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
I loved watching him throw that complete game, Boo. Just not that common anymore. Think about this. In the 21st century, only 2 pitchers have had a season with 10 complete games. In 1998 alone, 3 different pitchers did it. He showed some rare stamina.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. That's in there. Strike 1. Stevenson hitting third in the lineup, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games.
Sweeper. Low outside.
0-1 now.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Got him. Third out. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And digging in for San Francisco, Luis Arraez. To the right side, McLean throws to first in time. Tyler Fitzgerald now at the plate.
Tyler Fitzgerald.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Around first, digging for 2. The throw to second is offline.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. Here's the catcher to hit, Patrick Bailey. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Tries to get back, but he can't. The throw hangs him out to dry, and the inning is over. Bottom of the second. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Will Benson.
Nope, that's a ball.
Benson matched a homer in his last game.
Low outside.
Hey!
Sinker. Low inside.
And that one fouled off.
Middle inside.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Next for Cincinnati, Mlb Marte.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
There's a swing and a miss.
Sinker. Low middle.
That's a strike.
Cutter. Low outside.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So digging in, Spencer Steer. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
That's through there for a strike.
Low outside.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
That's a
Yep,
ball.
that ball
Went with
went
the
out.
sweeper.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Low outside.
The 1-2. Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. 1-2 now. In the air, left field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone. So runner at second, 2 down. This is J.J. Bleday. 1 for 3 in the game back on Sunday. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Sinker. Low middle. Sweeper. Middle inside.
Man at second. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Low inside.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. And they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. Top half of the 3rd inning. And digging in for San Francisco, Bryce Eldridge. Fouled off. He was late. On the ground to the left. De La Cruz. Throw to first is in time. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. He's already homered in this game.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Fought off foul. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 2-2. Out towards right center field. Marte gets under it, and there are 2 outs. Here's Rafael Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. And Devers hits that one, and that'll do it. Back here in Cincinnati. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. Webb back to work.
Hey!
Sinker. Middle inside.
And the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Low outside.
Pitch misses,
outside.
and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. 1 out.
Batting ninth, 3rd.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Next offering is fouled back.
Sinker. Low inside.
Here's the 0-2.
Sinker. Low inside.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Now quick throw to first, and he's back in easily. Hayes leads off first with one away.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Webb checks over to first, and he's back. And that's disengagement number 2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit.
Hey!
Sinker. Low middle.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Sinker.
Ground ball right side. Devers there for the out. Runner scores from third. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Struck out swinging his first time.
Nope.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And the 1-0.
Yeah.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the last half of the third. Ground ball up the middle. Adames the throw to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Start of the fourth, and digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit, doubled in his first AB. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Sliced hard but foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And up next for San Francisco, Christian Koss. He's 0 for 1. Tap foul at the plate. Now the 0-1. On the ground. Slings to second. Back to first.
Oh, he's in there.
Safe. And a run comes in to score. 1 out man at first. Luis Ariz stands in. 0 for 1 so far.
All 1.
Runner takes off. Left field. He's got it. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. Bottom of the 4th, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Will Benson. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. His second of the year, and we're starting over. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Mlb Marte will hit next. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Swings and misses. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So up next, Spencer Steer.
Oh, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next,
J.J. Bleday getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That's to third. Chapman over to first in time. And that is that. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. On to the top of the fifth we go. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We go to the top of the fifth, and digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Out to short. Oh, nice play to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Go ahead run on base. Patrick Bailey now at the plate. He hit into a double play his first time up. Runner takes off. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Up the middle. Slings to first in time. Bryce Eldridge digs in now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball still 0-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Slides for the stop. Throw to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. 1 for 2. Runner on the move.
Hey!
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. back here at Great American Ballpark. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain.
Matt McClain.
That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Webb keeping him close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. And no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Hayes batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. To Adames, that's one. A sensational double play. Base is empty after the double play. TJ Friedel will hit next.
Well, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters, pitching on the road like this.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied, and we're all square. It's 3-3. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. That one ripped but foul. Here's 0-1. Swings through that. The shortstop takes the ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, base is empty, but one run across. Last half of inning number 5. And that's a strikeout looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Reds draw even on this solo job. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Top 6 and digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's one of those you classify as just...
New pitcher now, Graham Ashcraft. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Willie Adames. Runner on the go. Pitches low.
That's down.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Man at second. In the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. So digging in, Christian Koss. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Inning over. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Swing and a bouncer towards third. On to first. One pitch and one out. Will Benson getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Mlb Marte, the next to hit for the Reds.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
This one in the air, right field. Lee, long run on his horse. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Griffin Jacks. He last pitched 2 days ago. Luis Arias now at the plate. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Gets it to first. One pitch and one out. Here's the center fielder, Tyler Fitzgerald. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Marte brings it in with a nice running grab. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first, and that will end the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Sweeper.
Oh, 1 down. That's smashed towards center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now at the plate, J.J. Bleday.
Hey!
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. The throw,
Out.
tag, and he's out. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Next for Cincinnati, Matt McLean.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
On the ground to first, Devers. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tony Santillan.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Chapman gets a piece there. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And here is Devers. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Now the go-ahead run's in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
That one lifted to left. Benson on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Go-ahead run is at third. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit.
Some impressive numbers coming in, and he's continued to produce today, Boog. I guess that's why we featured him at the top of the broadcast. Hit streak just chugging along.
The Giants with the go-ahead run at third, and we're at the top of the 8th. High fly ball, right field. Marte on the move to the alley. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Chapman scores. They lead it in the 8th. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Foul ball.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. Towards first, Steer. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Hey.
Sweeper.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 1 away. TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
The Giants trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one just misses. Now 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Stays alive.
Circle change.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Now the number 2 hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. And there's a foul ball.
Sinker.
Ground ball right side. It's through for a hit. And the tying run is on base. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. 0 for 3 in this one. Quick toss to first, and he's back in standing.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Swings through that one.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Here comes the 0-1. This one in the air right field, and it falls. And the go-ahead run is on base. And they hold the tying run at third. They're up the stop sign even with 2 away. Will Benson will hit next. That one is absolutely belted. That one hops off the wall and should score at least 1. In to score is the runner from third. Tie game here in the 8th. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. Go ahead run on base. Mlb Marte digs in now. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Tied at 4. Got him swinging for the strikeout. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Back here in Cincinnati, we go to the 9th. Christian Koss getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
4-4 in the 9th. That one misses. Ball 2. Just missed.
That's a really good take.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Next will be the Giants DH, Luis Arias. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. In plenty of time to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. So they turn to their closer, Emilio Pagan. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next to hit. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball, left side, and that goes foul. The 0-2. In the air, right field. Marte should have this one. And that's the third out. Bottom 9, and they've got a chance at a walk-off in this tie game. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Late swing, fouled off.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Next pitch is outside. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Tied at 4. This to third. Now a jump throw. And very nicely done for the out. Now it's the Reds DH, J.J. Bleday.
Hey!
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 0-2. And there's a ball. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Fires to first in time. Matt McClain now at the plate. 1 for 3. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Right back to him on the mound. To first, that's the third out, and we're headed to extras. On to extra innings. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. And that's ripped for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And up next for the Giants, Bryce Eldridge. Little chopper rolls foul. That one the other way, down the line, and it's foul. Tied at 4. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation. Bounced up the middle. Glove flip to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. On to the bottom of the 10th. In now for the Reds, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Trying to move him over here. Chapman. Throw to first in time. So now with one away and a man at second. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Friedl. That one at the knees for a strike. Up the middle. Slinging it to first in time. Next for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the mound here in the top half of the inning. Caleb Ferguson. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Rafael Devers getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. Man at second. That one to first. Steer. He takes it on his own. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third. So up next, Jung-Hoo Lee. Tap foul at the plate.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
On the ground, right side. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. Go-ahead run on base. Willie Adames will hit next. Runner on the go. And Willie fouls one back. Tied at 4. Runner on the go again. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Runner on the move again. And a count 1-2. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, that one is foul, and he'll see another. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled, and that is that. We're in extras here. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Reds walk it off in the 11th.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.